Hey, what's up guys? Thank you for clicking on the video. So the question is, what do you need to bring to a wedding shoot? Well, today we're going to be talking about all the gear that I typically bring to every wedding shoot I go on, as well as discussing the main things that you need when starting out wedding filmmaking. Alright, well, we are wrapping up a very interesting year. It's about to be Christmas, which, Merry Christmas, by the way. It's about to be 2021, and there's going to be a whole new slew of videographers and filmmakers coming in. And wedding videography is not going anywhere. It's only going to grow. So the question is, what do you need to bring with you to create a quality wedding video? Just a disclaimer, everything we're about to talk about is my personal preference. These are all the things that I bring with me. You don't need any of this gear. You can create a quality wedding video with a camera, some steady hands, and a creative mind. So let's just jump into it. Obviously, the first thing you're gonna need is a camera. I would show you mine, but it's currently in use for the filming of this video.
You serious, Clark?
So I honestly shoot a lot of my stuff on the Sigma 18 to 35. However, that doesn't give me a ton of focal range to work with. So one lens I have been bringing with me a ton is just a 85mm. This is just a Canon 85 1.8 lens.
Dear God, it's beautiful.
I really like to use this lens when I'm working with just the bride and groom, and to really just get a lot of close-ups of their faces to show their expressions, really just kind of capturing their feeling of the whole day. So the second thing that I think is super important is capturing good audio at a wedding. I typically bring my trusty tackle box full of audio gear to a wedding, and I pretty much just keep everything I need in this box that's audio related.
Genius, genius, genius!
We'll bust it open and see what's inside. So I have a couple different audio recorders that I'll use. I have this just Tascam DR05. This was actually the first audio recorder I bought, which I still use it. I actually love this audio recorder in it. I also just have the Zoom F1. Here's another smaller audio recorder. And the main one I use, and I use this on pretty much every shoot I go on, is just the Zoom H4n Pro. I'm currently using it right now to record audio. I mainly use the Rode Lav mic, and this is kind of my main mic that I use. One way I'll capture audio is through the soundboard, which honestly, that's the cleanest source you're gonna get. I have a boom mic I'm currently using at the moment, which sometimes I'll throw that on the altar just above the couple. So after that, I'll typically put one of these on the officiant and another one on the groom. I just like to capture multiple sources in case something goes out or something doesn't quite sound the way I wanted it to. That way I have a backup source of audio just to be safe.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
So also in this box, I just have tons of different cables, every cable I would need to plug into pretty much any type of DJ soundboard. So on to the next piece of gear. Of course, we have the trusty tripod. I love me a good tripod. So when I first started filming weddings, I actually had a tripod. However, I never brought it with me. Honestly, it wasn't until recently that I actually started bringing a tripod and getting a lot of tripod shots, which in my opinion, I think tripod is so good for establishing shots. All right, jumping into the next piece of gear, we have a gimbal. So we got the Zhiyun Crane 3, which this was kind of the main thing that I would bring to weddings for quite a while. I would shoot entire weddings all on this gimbal, nothing else.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
Which is okay. I see a lot of wedding videos like that and they look fantastic. However, for me lately, I really haven't been using gimbal much at weddings. I find myself mainly just going tripod and handheld at weddings. So this next thing is cheap, it's affordable, but it makes the world of difference. We have the trusty portable LED light with a light stand. And where I use this is typically when the bride is doing her hair and makeup, or when she's just with her bridesmaids in the bridal suite, and really just having this light to brighten up the bride's face and kind of brighten up that scene a little bit. I would highly suggest to invest in a small cheap portable light, a little light stand, and just kind of carry that sucker throughout the whole first half of your wedding shoot. And another main thing I bring, which I'm currently using at the moment, is a bigger light. I have the Godox SL60. I always bring this to weddings, and where I use it is during the reception. So for receptions, the lighting usually isn't super great, so I will just throw this guy up on a big light stand and just kind of brighten up the dance floor a little bit. That way I'm able to actually get some clean looking shots during the reception. And also, having everyone backlit and kind of shooting into the light is also giving me more flares in the camera. It's making it look more like a party scene.
I like to party.
I like to party.
I like to party.
And jumping into the next thing, we got the trusty drone. So right now I just use the Mavic Pro, which it's worked great for me. Perhaps one day I will invest in a better drone, but they are freaking expensive, so it might be a while. So I do like to get drone shots at my weddings, and once again, this is just another great way to get some establishing shots. I mean, get some shots that are just kind of capturing the venue and capturing the set and helping the viewer get a feel and get a sense for where they're at. I've done plenty of wedding videos without drone shots, and they look just as good. Whether you're getting establishing shots from the sky or from the ground, it's up to you. It's up to the creator. It's how did you see things that day? All right, well, I guess this brings us to our last piece of gear, which is probably the most important piece, the most crucial piece, but also the most cheapest piece. It is the trusty fanny pack. You gotta rock the fanny pack. So I'll carry a second lens in here. I'll carry my ND filter. I'll carry an extra SSD if I need one. And it's just good to have those things on hand because usually you're running all over the venue. I switch lenses a lot, so having a second lens right on my hip where it's easy to grab, or having that ND filter right there if I'm going inside and outside, being able to just unscrew it, put it in a safe spot, it honestly makes a world of difference. So this is pretty much everything I bring. Like I said, all this stuff isn't necessary. I mean, honestly, I think the main things that you should focus on, especially if you're just starting out, is have your camera, have a lens that gives you some type of focal range so you can have some more options when it comes to that focal length. And probably the most important one besides your camera is capturing audio. But I would say having those few things, you're honestly good to go when it comes to creating a quality wedding video. Alright, well, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, please help me grow the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys, and Merry Christmas. I will see y'all next year. Peace.